Something that I was thinking a lot about today. Um, Pretty recently, God just straight up said, don't argue with anybody anymore over YouTube. Anybody that criticizes you, nothing. Nothing. Anything they say, nothing. Let it go. So I've been trying to stay true to that the best I can. I've been doing all right. I left a comment saying God said not to argue with anybody, so I promised I would stop. So that's pretty much what I said. Yeah, yeah. God's like, no more. That's the point we're at. So, which means fun and games is pretty much over for this world. That's how I see it. I'm like, all right, no more messing around. Because even though I'm trying to say my 2 cents and stuff, like I always do, and defend my position and all that. You know what I mean? Maybe help the channel grow. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? But God's like, stop. No more arguing. So I'm like, all right. Things are getting serious. Things are getting serious. You know what I mean? God's like, I'll handle all that nonsense. I'll handle all that nonsense out there that we know about. I'll handle all that. You don't need to fight with people that can't be reached in any way. You can't, don't bother. So yeah, we're in the end game. We are, in my opinion, we're like in the beginning of the end game. We're in the end game. If God's telling me to stop arguing with all humanity, all of them, don't give them any respect anymore. Nothing. It's a serious position we're in now. It is. He's like, stop. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Things are getting serious. One thing I've learned about God, he's the most serious individual I've ever come across. He is. He's that serious father you've never had. Gentle, but serious at the same time. You know what I mean? He's like, fun and games is over. You had your fun. That's pretty much what he did. He's like, you had your fun over all the years on YouTube. You had your fun. Stop it. Time to move on. I'm like, all right. He's like, there's a hope for a future. You don't need to mess around and joke around with people as if there's no hope for you or for them. Both of us, you know what I mean? Because that whole time I'm arguing with people, I thought we were all gonna burn, all of us. So I'm like bantering like we're all screwed. You know what I mean? That's the real statement. I thought we were all gonna burn, all of us. Based on how the whole planet was, I'm like, no one's righteous on this planet. We're all gonna burn. But lately, in like the last 6 months, I've seen righteous people, like legitimate righteous people in my faith. God has shown me righteous people. I've never seen righteous people most of my life. That's why I thought we were all going to burn. All of us. Including me. So that's why I kind of thought it was a joke. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, we're arguing. Yeah, we're arguing with each other, but we're all going to die. You know what I mean? Eventually. As stated in the Bible. You know? Yeah. I didn't think there was one innocent person on this earth. I'm like, we're all gonna die. It doesn't matter how much we argue, we're all gonna die. But apparently there's gonna be a small few. There is. There's gonna be a small few righteous that don't die. I've seen it for myself. I have. God wants me to think that I'll be one of the ones that doesn't die. I might be one of the ones that doesn't die. Burned. You know what I mean? No joke. So, yeah, I don't think I'll get raptured before burning time. No, I don't know how that'll work. You know what I mean? This is what I think. God will do the rapture, like he'll bring his people up, not that much far from burning the planet. Not much time goes by. I don't know how much time goes by, but I feel like it's close together. Like he gets his people off the earth before he burns the wicked. It makes sense to me. All the people are off the earth so he can burn the wicked. That's how it's going to work. It is. I hit on the nail. I did, I think. That's how the righteous will avoid the burning of the planet. They'll be raised up. And then Jesus will come down. You know what I mean? Take care of business. Yeah. I think I'm right about that. That's how the righteous will avoid the burning. Because they'll be raptured up. They won't even be on the earth because they're raptured. So God can burn the wicked. That's exactly how it's going to work. Yep. Anyways. So it's kind of a serious point we're at. If God's telling me to stop messing around, you know what I mean? Stop fighting with people. Non-believers, believers, atheists, spiritual people, whatever your beliefs are, no matter how weird, God says stop bantering. If you believe in Thor, stop arguing with you. If you believe in Zeus, stop arguing with you. If you believe in Apollo, stop arguing with you. Whatever your beliefs are, I'm supposed to stop arguing with you. Completely. I am. Just like, let it go. Let it go. All right. Goose fraba. Goose fraba. You know that in anger management, it's like goose fraba. Goose fraba. That's what I need to do. Because people don't realize, like, this is legit. After all these years and in recovery forums for all that stuff, everyone's beliefs are so weird, bizarre. Everyone has different beliefs. It's so bizarre and like, no wonder everyone's so confused. No wonder everyone's so confused. One person believes this. One person believes in Harry Potter. One person believes in Star Trek. One person believes in Star Wars. One person believes in vampires. Some people, you know what I mean? It's like some people believe in witches. Some people believe in, it's like never ending. Believe. How could they possibly be all right? They're not. They're made up in your mind. They're made up beliefs in your mind. God's like, let it go. Let it go. God's like, remember when you believed weird stuff? I'm like, yes, I do. I remember when I believed weird stuff. Touche. 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 Well said. I believe the weird stuff too, like some of you guys did have. I did. I grew up in Mormonism. Like, I knew that wasn't true. So I'm like, maybe Star Wars is true. The Force, maybe. I started getting all these different beliefs, Maybe Yoda was right. Maybe Yoda was right. It's Mormonism's fault. Maybe Yoda was right. I did get my beliefs from movies. I did. Because I grew up in a false religion. Like, what's true now? If their God's not true, what's true? But there is a true God. There is. Even if people's perception about that true God is wrong, there is a true God. There is. Despite everyone's crazy beliefs, amongst all the chaos of their crazy beliefs in their minds, that's not right. So, God's like, just let it go. We're correcting your beliefs to truth with me. He's still correcting my beliefs that I've had most of my life. He's correcting me still. You know. So I'm like, all right, let it go. Let them bicker with each other. You know what I mean? I'm no savior, anyways. No. I'm not your savior. I'm not your hero. Nothing. I'm not even here to argue with you. I'm not. If anything, I'm here to just say you're gonna burn. If anything. Period. Period. You don't repent and change, you're gonna burn. That's all I'm here for. That's it. That's it. That's all I'm here for. I'm not here to argue about different crazy ideas that you think are right. I'm just here to say point blank, you're gonna burn. Like it says in the Bible. If you don't repent and try to change before it's too late. And the fact that God's stopping me from arguing with people is a telltale sign of how serious it is now. The point we're at now, how serious it is. It's like, no, we're not doing that anymore. It's too late for a lot of people. That's how I feel. It's like it's too late for a lot of people. Don't bother. Keep going forward. Keep going forward for the kingdom. I'm not joking. It's like, don't bother with them. They're done. Yeah. A lot of societies like my family. I thought about this today. A lot of society is like my family. And that's not a good sign for all humanity. It's not. That's not a good sign at all for most humanity. That means like, that's a lot of people that are going to die. It is. So yeah. God will take care of that type of thing. I'm not the one that does the cleansing of the earth. So, at least I don't think so. At least I don't think so. Unless God gives me that ability from Him to, I don't think so. I think I'm just the one that tells you straight to your face. Basically. I'm not here to save you. I'm just here to tell you you're going to burn. That's it. Take it up with God. Change your ways. Change your ways. You know, don't take it up with me. You know, I'm still trying to change my ways so I don't burn as well. Even still, even being saved is not a guarantee of not being burned in my mind, which is a healthy way to live. That way, I keep on going, pressing, you know, positive direction up the holy hill. Instead of just saying, oh, I'm saved, I'll be fine. That's a mistake. That's a big mistake. Yeah, it is. Huge mistake that I won't make. Just because I'm saved doesn't mean I won't be burned. In my mind. And that's a healthy way for me to think. That way I stay the course. I don't get complacent, basically. But yeah, I found that interesting. Because you know, God let me fight with people for a long time. He did. He let me fight with the atheists, fight with the New Age people, fight, you know, with the Mormons, fight, you know. all sorts of different people, even Jewish people I was fighting back in the day. You know, I was fighting with everybody. I was mad. I was fighting with everybody. God just let me do it. Just let me fight. Send my 2 cents with everybody. I did think my life was over for sure back then, though. I'm like, it's over for me anyways. I'm just gonna go off on everybody. But God's like, no more of that. Nope. So, which means we're in a serious point of the path. If he's telling me to stop arguing, it's serious. It's even more serious now. Eyes forward. Everyone behind me, don't worry about it. Just focus on being with the believers. That's it. Pretty much it. Be around the believers. Help the believers. That's it. That's where we're at. Just help the believers. Everybody else, leave them alone. That's what hit me. God has the tares already in place. That's right. I hit the nail on the head. He has all the tares in place, gathered together, the tares that he's going to burn. Because I've seen the sheep gathered together now. So in a different location, I've seen them gathered. So he has the tares together. So he's like, don't banter with them, don't even talk to them, nothing. It is over. Yeah, but it's already decided. God's already decided the tares that are going to get burned already. That's why he's telling me to stop arguing. It's pointless. It's pointless, It's like a done deal. It's already a done deal. God's already has the tares, the goats, lined up right now that he's going to burn as we speak. It's like, don't waste energy arguing with them. Don't waste energy. So I'm like, all right. They can't be saved anyways. That's what God's saying. They can't be saved anyways. Don't even try. Don't even try it. God's not even going to try to save them. You know what I mean? Don't even try. So that's what he's been telling me. Very interesting. But Jesus, aren't we going to save them? Not all of them. The tares are going to get burned. I'm serious. Not all of them. We'll save some that can be saved. Some that God sees that can be saved. Towards a righteous road, basically. He knows who they are, the righteous ones that that can be saved and stuff. But as far as everybody else, God's like, it's over for them. Don't bother. Interesting, kind of an interesting part of the road. It is. That means all the tares are in place. It's a done deal. It's a done deal already. He has the tares in place that he's going to burn. And before he burns them, he'll raise up the righteous in the rapture, I think. That's my guess. That's how the righteous will avoid the burning. He'll raise them up. I don't know. I think that's how it's going to work. So, only God knows for sure how it's going to work. But all I know is that it's like Stop, stop, stop bickering, bantering, defending your position. Don't bother. Don't bother. I guess it's too late for a lot of you guys. I guess it's too late. I guess so. Sorry. Yes, so. If God's telling me to say call it quits, maybe it's too late for a lot of you guys. Maybe. That's what I get from it. No, it's not too late for me. What does God say about that? What does God say about that? If it's too late for you or not? What are you doing in your life? What are you doing in your life? Let God be the judge of that if it's too late for it. That's another thing I was told. Don't judge anybody else. If they don't want to, because I don't want to be judged either. God will be the final judge of all. Yeah. God will be the final judge. Not me, not anybody else. God will be the final judge. He will. So maybe you won't burn. Maybe you won't go to hell. Maybe not. God will be the final judge. He knows what you went through in your life. He'll be the final judge. Yeah. So, he keeps reminding me about, remember the mercy I showed on you? Be easy on everybody else. So, quit bickering around with people. Just because you think it's fun to bicker, and it is fun to fight. I'm a fighter, you know. It's fun to fight people. You know, it is. But if God's telling me not to fight, someone that naturally wants to fight everybody, it's serious now. It's serious, it is. It's like telling the Wolverine the fighting's over. Time to move on. Time to move on to brighter pastures. Anyway, it's not good for me anyways to fight people like I used to always do, you know. That temptation's always there, it is. I admit that. And a part of me was just fighting because I thought it was hopeless for me anyways. Like my life was hopeless, like it was over. So I was just fighting, you know. Anyways. Yeah, check out this free t-shirt I got. More free stuff for me, you know, today. Free provisions again. Free provisions again. And it rained today. It was nice. It wasn't hot. It was raining. Like, thank you. Thank you. It's been hot. So hot, you know, this summer. So thankful it rained. God gave me free provisions again. Plus donations again, you know. He's hooking me up. God's hooking me up with new stuff still. He makes all things new. New t-shirt. Continuously makes things new. Anyways. But it made me think, it did. Because that's a serious thing, you know. Think about all those years I was just fighting people over YouTube, recovery forums. All those years I was fighting, bickering, fighting, defending, fighting. God says, stop. Yep. I gotta be legit. I gotta take it serious, So God's like, that's not helping anybody. That's not helping you. It's not helping them. It's not changing their position at all. Their thoughts about anything at all. The only person that can change them is maybe Jesus. I don't know, but not me. So arguing with someone that I can't change, and maybe even Jesus can't change, is pointless. Maybe you just burn them. I don't know. You can tell I've been through a lot. If I talk about burning people like it's nothing, I've been through that much in life. Oh yeah, just burn all those people out there. No problem. That's how much I've been through. So yeah, even they burn in front of me. It says it in the Bible. You were warned. You were warned. Yeah. You didn't take heed to the words in the Bible. You didn't take heed. When you read it, God will burn the wicked. You didn't pay attention to that. Oh, that could be me. That could be me. God will burn the wicked. Oh, that could be me. It didn't click. It didn't click for you, apparently. It's clicking for me, though. It is. As you can see, I'm trying to change. I'm not going to burn. I'm not going to burn. Nope. I'm walking with Jesus. I'm walking with God. I'm not going to burn. I decided I'm not going to burn with the rest of humanity. I'm not. I made that decision. I really did. I'm not going to burn. I'm not going to burn on this earth or in hell. I'm not burning anywhere. I'm not burning. Nope. I'm not burning. I'm not burning rubber. I'm going to help God and get my new glorified body. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Yeah. That's actually no, actually God says so. God says so. It's God's will for me to walk this path. It's God's will. So, and on this part of this path, he's like, just stop bickering with humanity. Just stop. Like, all right. That means a lot of things, it does to me. It means a lot of things. It definitely means things are more serious. A lot more serious. A different stage of the end game, that's for sure. If God is saying to all believers to quit bickering with the non-believers entirely, he says just quit. It's serious now. Because the non-believers want the believers to believe what the non-believers are saying, so they feel good about themselves for being non-believers, and they're right, or want to prove themselves right, so they don't get burned in their mind or something. If I can convince all the believers that there's no God, I won't get burned. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Oh, if I convince everybody that God's not going to burn us, and God doesn't exist, if I can prove it in my mind, with my words, it won't happen. That's not how it works. God doesn't play by your rules. Or my rules. That was a hard lesson for me. God doesn't play by my rules at all. No. I try to get God to do things on this path. Heal me faster, stuff like that. No. No one's going to push around God. No one is. Not even me. So, you can't bend him to your rules. I can't bend him to my rules. I can't do it. Our rules suck anyways. Our rules suck anyways. How we think the rules should be for society suck anyways. That's what I'm learning. Anyways, that's all I want to say for this video. Just found it interesting. God pretty much saying, quit bickering with the enemy. In a nutshell, quit bickering with the enemy on the ground. In a nutshell, the enemy that are in bodies, basically, quit bickering with them as if they're real people, and they're not the tares. Quit bickering with them like they're not the tares. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh yeah, they're not tares. I can help save them from Nope. Tares are not supposed to be saved. At least not in this lifetime. So, maybe in another lifetime, I don't know. After they burn in hell, I don't know. Only God knows such things. I gotta be true to it, take it serious, what God's saying. It does remind me of that line in Endgame. When Doctor Strange says, we're in the Endgame now. That's what it feels like when God's like, just stop bickering, quit trying to persuade them to your point of view, quit trying to persuade them to any kind of truth, quit trying. That's what God's saying. He is. Yeah. So it's like you're not going to get through to him anyways. Don't waste your time and energy. So that's where we're at. God's the Doctor Strange right now from Endgame. We're in the Endgame now. We're in the Endgame now, my friends. Yeah. And it even feels like it's the Endgame right now. It feels like it. It feels like we're in the Endgame before the burning. Like the Endgame period before the burning. That's how it feels. Like no joke. God just has to save it as many as he can, like the ones he wants to be saved, that he won't burn, as many as he can, And the burning will happen after God's done gathering the sheep together. When he's done gathering the sheep together, the burning will happen. So, for sure. That's how it's going to go. But God's God. He already knows who's going to burn, who won't. At the end of the day, he already knows. So some of the people I argue with over YouTube, over all these years, over YouTube, God already knows if you're going to be burned or not. Who I'm arguing with, he already knows if you're going to be burned. That's probably why he's like, just stop. Just stop. Yes, they have fingers to type stuff. Big deal. They have fingers to type stuff. Big deal. Whoop-de-doo. Anybody, even a monkey can type stuff. Big deal. Doesn't mean anything. Even a monkey you came from your evolution viewpoint, that monkey can type stuff like you can. Hang out with those monkeys, type stuff together. Maybe it'll make sense to one of you. Maybe. In the zoo. Or something. You're so mean. I know. I know I'm mean. I'm tired of people. Can you tell I'm tired of people? God knows I'm tired of people like you're not believing. I'm like for this longest time, for like 30 years straight, I'm like, why hasn't God burned this place yet? Why hasn't God burned this place yet? How long do I have to pretend to want to be here? Why hasn't God burned us yet, you know? That's how much fun I've had on the earth. Like, when is God going to burn us? When is he burning us? Why hasn't he burned us yet? He's doing that most of my life. You know? So, it's just delayed. It will happen, but it's more delayed than I thought. The burning is way more delayed, way more delayed. Like 20 years more delayed. 30, almost 20 years more delayed. I thought we were going to burn around the year 2000. I did. I thought we were all going to burn together. And but anyways, enough about that. That's God's arena. That's God's arena. And no one's going to stop God from that arena of doing that. No one's going to stop it. I don't care what you say to me. I don't care what I say to you. I don't care what I say to God. I don't care what you say to God. Nothing's going to stop that from happening. The burning. Nothing is. Nothing. Like what he did to Sodom and Gomorrah. Nothing could stop him from doing that. You know? Speaking of that, I want to read that in Genesis. Sodom and Gomorrah thing. You know? The details of that. I haven't really read that. Sodom and Gomorrah. I just know what happened. Yeah. God's like, it's beyond savings. It's a madhouse down there. It's a madhouse. No rules. No morals. It's a madhouse. Yeah. Even God has his limits of what he'll tolerate. Even God has his limits. Yeah. With all the patience that God has, even he has his limits. What he'll tolerate. Yeah. Anyways, that's all I'll say for this video. Thank you guys for donating. I know why most humanity doesn't donate to me. I know that. I'm the battle axe. Who's going to donate to the battle axe? You know, I thought about this today. Who's going to donate to the Lord's battle axe? You're donating to somebody that is like going to, you know, the precursor to your death. You know, if you're wicked, who's going to donate to him on the button? You know what I'm saying? I'm like the last person you see before God takes you out. Who's going to donate to me? You know, it's makes sense, right? I thought about that today. Who would donate to the Lord's battle axe? It makes more sense that for someone to donate to one of God's beloved prophets or beloved apostles or beloved, you know, more, you know what I mean, more likable person. But God's battle axe that's here for judgment on you or, you know, nothing good for you to tell you it's over for you. No one's going to donate to me. No one, you know. God knows I'm like the second most hated person without anybody even knowing it. God knows it and I know it. To all the things that the world can't see, I'm the second most hated. There's a reason for that. Lord's battle axe. I'm the hated one. I'm the hated one. You know? Before everyone burns, I'm the one that says you're going to burn. And I will do that right when that time comes. When that time comes and God lets me know. Yeah. The day before he burns the world, I will let the world know. So they have barely a warning before their death. Barely. I'm kind of warning now. I'm kind of warning now. I can't even count how many videos I talk about the burning of the wicked. The burning of the wicked will happen. It will happen. It will happen. Yet there's no people changing their ways out there. They're not listening to my videos. Hello, hello. You're not listening. Hello. They're not supposed to listen. They're part of the tares. They're not supposed to listen. A lot of people are like, I can't hear you in your videos. You're not supposed to. You're probably one of the tares. That's what I thought about as well. If you can't hear me in my videos, you're probably one of the tares that God's going to burn. You're not supposed to hear me. That's what I told him. If you can't hear me, you're not supposed to. If you can't hear anything I say, it's too quiet. You're not supposed to hear what I'm saying. You're not supposed to. Yep. God's that precise. That precise. Yep. But anyways, God's a serious individual. He is. He's like, stop. Stop bantering with the tares. Stop bantering. Stop entertaining. That's what I was saying. Stop entertaining the tares out there. Stop entertaining them. Quit messing with them, my friend. God knows I'm messing with them. I know more than they think. I know more than what I say. God knows as well. I know more than what I vocalize. Yeah, I do. I don't know as much as God does, not even close, but I do know a lot that I don't vocalize. Yeah. It's my secret. It's my secret. For the purpose. For the purpose, it's my secret to know things I don't say. So if it looks like you're getting somewhere with me or whatever, I'm entertaining. Like the Gladiator. You see the Gladiator movie? Are you not entertained? That's what I'm doing with you. I'm just entertaining you. I'm not taking you seriously at all. Unless you're part of the 8-man team that know what they're talking about. Assigned by God to me. Then I pay attention. That's who I pay attention to. So, people that I know are assigned by God to assist me on YouTube. That's who I pay attention to. Because I'm supposed to pay attention to this. I'm not supposed to do this by myself. Yeah, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm getting somewhere with him. I'm changing his point of view. Or God's like, no, he's messing with you. I am messing with you. I know more truth than you do. I don't know as much truth as God does, but I know more truth than you do. So I'm like entertaining you for fun. Like a cat playing with a mouse. And that's why God's like, stop doing that. You're a cat playing with the mice out there. Just for fun. Just because I'm lonely. Yeah. I'm a loner, so I'm like messing with the mice out there, That's what I'm doing. God knows I'm just messing with a lot of people out there. I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah, your point of view is right. Yeah. One person that knows what's right is God himself. But who really knows what's correct is God, not you, not me. You may know part of what's true, part of what's right, but ultimately only God knows what's right. Only God knows the full truth. You know what I mean? And I only get the truth in small doses. I do. From God. Even though I want the whole truth, I can't handle the whole truth of God. My brain would explode. Yeah. In a nutshell, God's like, quit messing around. Quit messing around because you're bored. You know, well, I wouldn't be bored, God, if you would. We could get the full purpose done by tomorrow. I wouldn't be bored. You know, we get the full purpose done by tomorrow instead of all this training, this nonstop training. Part of the training is leave the tears alone. They're distracting me too much. So that's where we're at. Leave them alone. So if I don't comment back to a smart aleck comment, don't take it personal. God says, leave you alone to your own devices. Just leave you alone. Let it go. Just by cutting me down or criticizing me doesn't stop God from judgment on you. Basically, doesn't stop that. It does nothing I do stops judgment on me. Eventually, yeah, there'll be a judgment for all of us, even me. So I'm trying not to make my judgment any harder. Anyways, that's all I'll say for this video. That's where we're at, though. God's like, quit messing with people. But it's fun. It's fun, you know? It's a good time, you know? I got nothing else to do on this earth. I got nothing else. I got nothing to live for except for this purpose. Can't I have fun a little bit with the mass population before they get burned? Don't rub it in. Don't rub it in. God's telling me, don't rub it in. It's not a joking matter. It's not. It's pretty clear. It's pretty clear. God doesn't want to burn the wicked as much as I do. It's pretty clear. I want to burn the wicked more than God does, as far as wanting to. I know I'm right about this. If I was willing, if I had the ability to burn the wicked, I would have done it 20 years ago. I have more of a will to burn the wicked than God does. Desire. It's just a necessary thing He has to do. Yep. But for me, I want to do it because I want to. You know, payback. Payback. That's what it's about. But the reckoning is the Lord's, not me. The reckoning of that event is the Lord's. Nothing you can do, nothing you do will stop it. Nothing I do will stop it. Nothing you do will stop it. Nothing. No false beliefs you have will stop it. Nothing. You know, I believe something else. You can't burn me. I believe something else. That won't fly. That won't fly. Yeah. He'll have. You would have put so many people in your path to try to save you. You know what I mean? From your crazy beliefs and stuff. Believing in Thor as your God. Anyways, God has some wisdom. He's got wisdom, you know. He's like, just stop, alright? Even though it's tough. He knows it's tough. He knows I like to fight. I like to fight. I do. You know, I'm a gladiator. I like to fight. Even if the people I'm fighting are just false people, I still like to fight them. I do. I like to fight them. You know, I've been fighting my whole life. You know, even if they're demons. You know, psychopaths, tears, whatever you want to call them. You know, they're not real people. I still want to fight them. You know what I mean? You know, I'm a gladiator. It's in me to want to fight them all. Fight the whole world. It's in me. It is. Like, bring it on. Bring it on. You thought Jesus was hard to take down? You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. That's the only reason it's hard to take me down, because Jesus is with me. That's why it's hard to take me down, because Jesus is with me. Otherwise, I would have been taken down already if it wasn't for Jesus.